Spring often brings severe weather, so it's a good time for Jean Booth, Cumberland County's Emergency Management Program Coordinator, to remind us how we can stay alert and be prepared for weather emergencies.
Here in Cumberland County, we're apt to see most any type of severe weather throughout the year, but coming into the spring time of year, we're really looking for severe thunderstorms and tornadoes is our highest risk. With that is high winds, heavy winds, and also the risk of tornadoes, like I just said. Coming out of winter weather, we should, and really being lucky with just 2 snowstorms that we had, we should be a little bit heightened in preparations of what we need to do for springtime severe weather, and that is we can have perishable foods, non-perishable foods stored up at least for 3 days. We want to have at least preparations for 72 hours, and that's going to be a gallon of water per person per day. You want to have, like I said, canned food or non-perishable food stored up. You also want to be sure that when you know that severe weather is coming, always keep an eye on the weather, watch the news daily, and that way you'll know when it is time to prepare. Go fill your car up with vehicle. Make sure you have a full tank of gas. Make sure you have cash. Go to the ATM. When power's out, the ATMs don't work. So you want to go ahead and make that withdrawal so you'll have some cash in your pocket when the power's out, and you are able to maybe go to a store but maybe not use an ATM and use those devices. Also, you want to make sure that your property is prepared. Make sure that all loose articles are picked up and secured. Lawn chairs, grills, tables, children's toys. Make sure those things are cleaned up before storms come, because they become projectiles in high wind and tornadoes. North Carolina, one of the biggest risks, not just in North Carolina, but anywhere, is nighttime tornadoes, because typically that's when we're sleeping. We're not watching the news, and it's very important that we have things in place to let us know at night about a tornado. For example, a weather radio. Also in Cumberland County, we offer Code Red. Code Red is a free service offered by the county. It will give you a phone call to your home phone and your cell phone, or whatever phone you choose to put into the system, if there's a severe thunderstorm warning, a tornado warning, or a flash flood warning, or flood warning in your area, and it's site specific. So if the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm or a warning, any of those warnings for a portion of Cumberland County, the portion of Cumberland County that is not in the warning will not get the call. The portion of Cumberland County that is within the warning will get the call. So it reduces the chance of false calls, and these are only for warnings, not for watches. Sometimes people get confused between the two. A watch is if conditions are favorable for severe weather. A warning is conditions are imminent. It's going to happen. Either there's been a tornado or conditions detected on radar, or someone's actually seen damaging conditions occur and reported. For a thunderstorm warning, you definitely want to take cover. Anytime there's a severe thunderstorm, there are possibilities of tornadoes, but primarily if there's a tornado warning, you want to take cover. You want, if you live in a mobile home, or if you're traveling, you want to get into a substantial building. During tornadoes, projectiles are the most damaging. It's the things that the wind picks up and is carrying that cause most of the injuries and deaths during a tornado. If you're in a mobile home, you need to find a more structured or more secure building, and you need to plan these things ahead of time. If you live in a mobile home, you need to know where you're going to go, and not let that be a decision you need to make when the warning does come out. Severe weather is very serious. There's throughout North Carolina, there's multiple deaths throughout the state each year due to severe weather. Even most recently, there was one due to a fallen tree. So even if it's just heavy winds and not necessarily a thunderstorm, or conditions that would warrant a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado, we always have to keep in mind and take serious high winds. The storms, lightning is a very dangerous part of a severe weather. If you're interested in Code Red, please go to the county's website at www.co.cumberland.nc.us. Top left-hand corner of the screen, there's a link there to Code Red Weather. Or if you're not internet savvy and you would rather call our office, please call 678-7641 to register, and somebody will be glad to help you get signed up.